Hello, this is Tori with LANDiO. We have a new 3.5 acre riverfront wooded homesite with electricity and road frontage in Tennessee. This is the Buffalo River that flows along the entire northwest side of the property. This is the parcel right here. So this photo we're looking to the southwest, and this photo here is looking to the northeast. So over here is the property, and then across the river you have this cliff that's roughly 120 feet tall. This is a photo from the property looking at the Buffalo River, and there is the cliff across the river from the property. So if we look at a satellite image, you can see right here, this is the 220 feet along the Buffalo River that we were just looking at. Right here is the cliff across the river, and then we also have 150 feet of road frontage here with electricity lines and poles that run along the entire, what would be the northeast side of the property. And if we zoom out a little bit, you can see how the Buffalo River almost makes a U-turn right here. And it's basically following the path created by this bluff here. So if we look at this bluff right here, this is roughly 620 feet elevation. This dark thick line, this is 600 feet elevation. And this dark thick line here, this is 500 feet elevation. So along the boundary of the property that fronts the Buffalo River, that elevation is, again, 500 feet. So you basically have this 120-foot cliff right here at this high point that faces the property. Here's another photo looking at that cliff. Then this would be an aerial shot looking from what would be almost the top of that cliff looking at the property. So right here is the 220 feet of frontage along the Buffalo River. And then this is looking down the property with the road frontage right here. So you've got the 150 feet of road frontage. You can see these electricity lines and poles that run the entire length of the property. So let's say you wanted to build close to the river, which several of the nearby landowners around here have done. You already have the electricity lines and poles in place up to the bank of the river. In this image here, you can see this neighbor over here that has a home on their property, and many of the nearby landowners have developed their properties, while others use their properties recreationally. And we'll look at these homes in more detail in some of the future images. This photo right here is a really good example because we're looking down the side of the property where those electricity lines and poles are. And you can see right here there's already a transformer on the pole closest to the river. And this photo here is looking down at the property. This is the 150 feet approximately of road frontage that you have along this boundary. In this image here, you can see again several of the nearby landowners that have built nicer, newer homes on their properties of varying sizes and styles. In addition to the electricity lines, you also have underground telecommunication lines already in place. This is a ground level photo from the road looking at the southeast corner of the property. And then this image here is standing across the road looking at the entire boundary that borders the road there. So in this image here, the height of the cliff is really pronounced. You can see just how tall it is and covered with these beautiful mature trees. And these photos were taken in the last couple weeks and the fall colors were in full bloom. This is a ground level photo from the road. We're at the southeast corner of the property. And then this is looking up the road to the east. There are survey markers on the property. So now that you have a good feel for the property and all of its amazing attributes, we want to show you where this parcel is located. So you're only about 7 miles, which is roughly 16 minutes, from the town of Linden. Now Linden has a population around 1,000. This is Main Street in Linden. There's the Linden City Hall. There's a grocery store, a post office, hardware and building supplies, pharmacy, medical care at the Perry Community Hospital, food and fuel. And if we zoom out even further, you can see you're only about an hour and 45 minutes from Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville and its surrounding metropolitan area have a population of about 1.75 million. You can find anything you need in Nashville. These are Google Earth terrain views. This is south of the property looking north. Now we're southeast of the property looking northwest. Here you can see that elevated ridge along the other bank of the Buffalo River. Now we're east of the property looking west. Now we're northeast looking southwest. This is north of the property looking south. And then here we are west of the property looking east. And we've identified several of the neighbors here just to the east that have developed their properties. This is the closest neighbor to the east. And you can see they have a nicer, newer home that they've built up close to the river. And then here's another neighbor to the east that's built also up close to the river. You can see they have an accessory building there. And these neighbors here have built up closer to the road. Most of the homes are nicer, newer construction. The minimum dwelling size is only 1,000 square feet. You can have an accessory building along with a horse or pony, 1 horse or pony per acre of land that you own. And in this satellite image here, what we've done is we've circled all of the nearby developed properties. So you can see that many of the landowners here have built on their properties to some degree. Here are a couple of the neighbors that have built up closer to the river that we've looked at. You can see this neighbor here appears to have a nice concrete driveway. Looks like they probably have a garden over here, maybe some fruit trees planted. Here's another neighbor that's built up closer to the river. And then these are a few of the neighbors that have built up closer to the road. So the Buffalo River is 125 miles long, along with fishing for largemouth bass, rock bass, and smallmouth bass. And then to the west of the property, you have the Tennessee River. The Tennessee River is massive and popular for river paddleboat trips. And then you're also in close proximity to state parks. This is the Mousetail Landing State Park, which is 1,247 acres located along the east bank of the Tennessee River. Here's a map of the Mousetail Landing State Park. And then just on the west bank of the Tennessee River there, you'll find the Tennessee National Wildlife Refuge. And then over to the east, you're about 38 minutes to Hollandwald, Tennessee, which has a population around 3,800. Then you're about 2.5 hours to Huntsville, Alabama, 2 hours and 40 minutes to Memphis, Tennessee, and then just about 3.5 hours to Chattanooga, Tennessee. We have this amazing wooded 3.5 acre riverfront home site with electricity, telecom, and road frontage priced at just $35,000. All the property details are listed here on our website. The property taxes are only $218 a year, and there's just a $100 annual HOA fee which goes to maintain the private roads. Here we have more details about the property and the surrounding area, along with the points of interest that we looked at and links where you can see more information about those locations. Here we have the GPS coordinates that you can open up by clicking this link. It'll open up in a Google map. We have over 130 images. Now these photos of the property were taken just within the last couple weeks. And then we also have this interactive map. If this property fits what you're looking for, please go to our website and click on this Buy Now button. What that'll do is add a deposit of $499 to your cart. Then click Checkout. Once you click Checkout, this window will appear where you can enter in all your information, then continue through the checkout process. Once the checkout process has been completed, we'll receive an instant notification that your $499 deposit has been made. We'll then take the property off the market, send you over a simple one-page purchase agreement, and arrange for the balance of payment. The remaining balance may be paid by wire transfer, cashier's check, credit card, debit card, ACH bank draft, or any combination of these methods. We make the whole process super simple, and it can be completed in as little as a day. Your $499 deposit is credited towards your purchase, and then we cover all of the closing costs. This is the first property that we've ever had in Tennessee, and also the first property that we've had along a river of this size and stature. And it has a lot of amazing attributes all wrapped up in this one property. If this is something that you're considering, we highly recommend you place the deposit to secure the property. It is a regular occurrence where someone is thinking about putting a deposit on a property and then someone else goes ahead and does it before them. We sell our properties on a first-come, first-served basis. We get a lot of traffic to our website, phone calls, emails, text messages, live chats every day. People are looking at our properties from all over the world, and we only have one of each property available. So as soon as someone clicks this Buy Now button, what happens is it goes to out of stock. It's no longer available. We can only sell one of these properties, and only one person can place a deposit on a property. So again, if this is a property that you're interested in, we highly recommend you secure this property while it's available. If we look at the number of parcels around here, there's only a handful of parcels, and the majority of the landowners have developed them to some degree. So we're not sure how long it'll be available, and this is probably going to be the only one that we have. If you have any questions, our phone number is on the top of every page of our website. That number is 713-597-7670. That number also receives text messages. We also have this live chat feature here on our website where you can communicate with us in real time. If we're not available for whatever reason, please send us a message. We'll respond to you at our next availability. You can also fill out this contact form here on our website, or send us an email directly. Our email address is hello@landio.com. And as always, we really appreciate you taking the time to watch our videos and share our properties and our website with all your family, friends, and colleagues. We've continuously stated how we're working diligently to bring you new amazing properties at incredible prices, and this is one example of us keeping that promise. So again, thank you on behalf of myself and the whole team here at LANDiO. May God continue to bless you and your family.